to get us started, I'm going to start this whole thing with an improv. Now, I do a lot of improv myself, and I'm going to, an improv is all made up right here. So in order for me to prove that it's an improv, I'm going to, do this. In order for me to prove that it's an improv, I'm going to ask you for some help. So you have to help me and give me some ideas and some thoughts. So, alright, I'm going to ask you for two things. One, give me a starting note, the first note you want me to hear, so just any note. Okay, go ahead, Austin. B flat, alright, so he wants to hear a B flat. And then give me an animal, someone's favorite animal. Go ahead, just say it. A lion, alright, so here's B flat, lion. Just a little bit of how improv works, take an idea, and so what I did, I took, the idea of the lion, for me it's majestic, it's, glorious lion roaming the prairie, so I kind of, went through a story, the lion, roaming around the savannah, proud, all that stuff, and then end up, and at the end of the night, still needs to sleep and rest and all that stuff, so it's kind of like what I went through in my head. Alright, so it's, I'm picking a theme and taking it, developing it, and you can hear the couple of themes that I've kind of, regurgitated, and, it moves around. And that's really basically what composition is, making a piece of music. If you ever want to write a piece of music, it's basically taking an idea and then developing it over and over and over into, different keys and moving it around to different things. So flipping it and doing things to an idea. And that's what musical improv, the musical idea is. So, now that I've finished and opened this, all right, so let's take a look at our menu. Is there anything anyone wants to, I always like to open the show and just go is there anything anyone wants to hear specifically, of course, try not to pick your, try to push anyone, I don't want to push anyone and avoid pushing someone that play. That's why I deliberately took off the names. But if there's a piece that, that makes you feel like, I really want to hear that right now, is there anything? Yes, Austin? You were raising, you wanted to say something. What were you going to do? What is that one? The Sarabon?
No, I don't want it.
Alright, well, let's go with that. Let's go with a Sarabon. Yeah, why not? Well, alright, so Faye, here, go ahead, come on, get ready. Go ahead and get ready. Let me put this down for you. It's okay. It's a great piece, actually. I love the Sarabon. Alright, so a little bit about the Sarabon. If you don't know what a Sarabon is, does anyone here know what a Sarabon is? No one? Yeah, no one. It's okay. It's a dance. It's from in I guess in the 1600s, 1700s, in the Baroque era. That's very popular. It's a type of dance, and it's usually accompanied in like a lot of different in a whole group of pieces. Dance pieces, so they do a dance suite, and then the Sarabon is like the slow dance of the day. They do the fast dance in the beginning, and then they do the slow dance. But you have to imagine this is people with the giant poofy dresses. All right, come on, Faye. I'm not calling names. I'm just listening to it. All right. So yay, everyone! tell us a little bit about the piece? How was it learning this piece? Was it a hard piece to learn?
Yep.
No. No, not really. Well, can you hear, people wearing big, giant poofy dresses, dancing to this piece? Can you hear that? The two, when it goes dum, dum, you can kind of hear the whole giant chord. You have to kind of imagine that whole era where there's all these people wearing all the fanciest dresses, nobody ever wears them today. But these giant dresses, and they're kind of moving very slowly and gracefully, going bum, bum, and it's a whole giant room full of these people who are rich and with lots of money to spare, and hiring real musicians. And this is actually originally written not just for the harpsichord, but for like a small ensemble, like a chamber ensemble. So, but since Austin you wanted to put Faye on the spot. I'm not asking you to play. I want you to talk. Why did you pick Faye over everyone else? Why did you put her on the spot?
Because she's mean.
She's mean. She's very nice. Rest assured, Faye is very nice. She's been studying with me. How long have you been studying with me?
Like 4 years.
Yeah, 4 years or so. You know. That's good, and I'm very proud of your improvements. So she's improved a lot. But, she's traveled a lot. I'm gonna use that and segue into the next thing I want to kind of talk about. Like she's gone a very long way in her, and I mean not just her, but all of my students. I'm very proud of them. Every one of you who are here, you've traveled a long miles, lots and lots of miles. So guess who I'm going to ask to sing next?
Oh.
Travel many miles.
Yeah.
So let's go with 1,000 miles. So you understand how this works now. We're gonna go segue into one into the other. It's just wherever the conversation led. We're traveling 1,000 miles. And Vivian sang this on Friday. For some of you have been were there at First Friday last Friday, and she did a fantastic job. You've been studying with me since April-ish, right? April or May, I can't remember, around that time.
Oh, I forgot.
But she's been here as a student here for over a year. You're one of the longest student in terms of, aside from my piano students whom I have before I started the school, but you were one of the first outside students coming into the school, because she came here last October, right? I think the first October when I first opened here. October, right? Was that right? No. All right, I will put you on the spot right now. All right, you want to sing it? Ready?
Do you
it's nerve-wracking, right? It's a lot more nerve-wracking singing. Is it?
What?
Were you? Let me ask you. Were you more nervous singing here, like this, or were you more nervous in First Friday when you did it in front of in a bigger place?
Here.
Here. Why is that?
I don't know.
You don't know? Actually, it doesn't surprise me because it is. It's harder. It's a more intimate setting. People are closer to you. When you're at First Friday, there's also the big giant instrumental track behind you. There's more sound. This one's more acoustic, so we really hear your voice. And people are sitting that close to you. It's much more nerve-wracking. So, part of the reason why I want to create this venue, this kind of performance opportunity, is to give the students. I keep saying I have to stop saying that word. I keep catching myself. Stop saying that back. Is to give the students a chance to sing in different kinds of performances. Because sometimes you sing in front of big audiences. Sometimes you sing on a big stage. Sometimes you sing like this, where people are sitting 2 feet from you. So, all right. Okay. So, is there anything else? Oh, and also, I'm saying that again.
You need to let it go.
I gotta let it go. There you go. There's our next song. Let it go.
Right
Said that in the lyrics.
That's what people have been telling me lately. I have to let it go. Actually, it's a story. Actually, what happened was last night I was just online, and then someone made a review on Yelp for the school about the summer program. That I know some of you did. But the thing is, that person obviously was not in the program and just decided to give a a 1-star review for the program, but they were never in there. They were like if you go on Yelp, you can see it. It was someone who decided to review the program based on a couple of videos that they saw online, and said the program was horrible. But I'm pretty sure it's not one of my students, because I know all of the students, and no one's ever said anything remotely to what they were saying, and they weren't referring to any specific students that were actually in the program. So, but I gotta let that go. Sort of. Deal with it and then let it go. All right.
Snow goes white, mountains not a footprint.
performances, so I'm really excited about that. I'm really excited about a lot of our students constantly going out, and they're not just, not only performing here, but they go out and do other things too. So that's very cool. And then she ran into, what didn't you, the other day you ran into two of our other, actually speaking of the summer campers. Yeah, so what was that? You ran into, yeah, so she ran into Folly and Stacy, who was two of our summer campers, and she met them over the summer camp stuff, and on a set, on a, what was it for? Alien encounter thing. So that's really cool. It's a small world. It's such a small industry. You just meet, you keep running into the same people. Especially for me, being an Asian performer. Actually, April, she's the teacher for the new Hong acting workshop. She's the daughter of James Hong, so hi. Say hi to April. Yeah, so we meet the same group of people, and it's that circle of people you keep running into, so you want to make sure you play nice. Play nice with everyone, because you never know who you're going to run into. And that's really, that's just a really small world coincidence that you would run into the two people you were in camp with on a set. But it happens to me so many times. It happened to me the other day. I ran into someone I did a short film with a couple of years ago, and she was like, "Pop, who are you?" But yeah, I'm not always the most I can't always remember people. But speaking of all that stuff, it's, I don't know, for me, when I'm talking about all this stuff, we just finished Let It Go, we did the Saraband thing, and I was thinking in terms of this small circle thing, and it feels like a little game we're always playing. So we're going to play a little children's game right now, so I want to just get into that. Alright? And of course, keep thinking about what you want to perform. What you want to hear next. If there's a piece, we'll go with our secret menu right now. And of course, you can still do the Twitter thing. You can still tweet us. Please tweet us. I left it out there for a reason, but I know there are people online who might be watching from afar. But here's Children Game. Oh, Children Game is by Bartok. Bela Bartok. He's a 20th century contemporary music composer. So, here you go. It was hard, but every time I went to a recital, that's when I was inspired to practice, because I see someone else play better than I do, and I'm like, I want to play better than that person. Because I'm just competitive in nature, but not everyone's like that. Everyone's different. Alright, so is there anything anyone wants to hear? Is there anything at all? If not, I'm going to ask you some questions. Actually, let's talk to Bonnie a little bit. We didn't talk to Bonnie a little bit. Bonnie! Yeah, you always have a lot to say. She has a lot to say. She likes to say a lot of things in our lessons.
Yeah.
Yeah, right, yeah. So, actually tell me about this piece. How was learning this piece? What was the hardest thing about learning this piece?
Like it fast.
Playing it fast. What's the tempo marking on this? Fast. Yes, that's why it is. It's hard. Playing fast is hard, and it just takes a lot of discipline. And with piano, I remember one of my teachers, Charles Piero, told me one time, there's nothing that beats just actually spending time at the piano. You just can't cheat that. You have to actually spend that time. You have to just love it. You have to absolutely love the piano and just spend all that time on the piano and I went to college with all of these piano majors, and they would just spend 4 or 5 hours locked into and I was one of them. When I was practicing for my recital, I was locked in my practice room 4 or 5 hours till 1 a.m. sometimes, 2 a.m. practicing. And my arms got a lot bigger because this is the piano muscle. So I actually got bigger arms because of piano. So who says piano's not a sport? It is a sport. But yeah, you just gotta love it. So speaking of love, is where we're going. Unconditional love. And that's kind of, with music, it's kind of like that. With the arts, you have to love it unconditionally. And actually, I was thinking about one of the things one of my acting teachers said. If you can see yourself doing anything else, go do it. Because if you're doing this for anything but the love of the arts, you're in it for the wrong reason. Alright, so unconditionally.
Security.
right. So Thais actually, a lot of times I like students bringing in their own music. So Thais brought this one in. And why did you bring this song in? Tell me about that. What made you choose this song?
Because a lot of people like to hide like what they really are, and it's not cool. It just makes them look like they're hiding something. I
Okay.
don't like it.
And so this is better. You didn't want. So.
I don't like people to insecure about themselves.
Okay. All right. Cool. Very nice. I like positive messages. That's also part of what I like, enjoy teaching voice lessons a lot, is that we can talk about messages. And I always talk to the kids about, what is this song about? What are you trying to say? What is the story behind this thing? What's happening in this story? So, speaking of story,
What?
stories. You have an old tale. You have an old tale to play for us.
Okay.
So, here's Austin playing an old tale. All right. Old Tale is by Alexander Cherepnin. He's another 20th century contemporary classical composer. And here it is. Yay! Let's give it a round. I always remember Austin. He's one of my students who has catchphrases. He comes to lessons with catchphrases. His latest catchphrase is.
I don't know.
Well, that's not good. Well, I guess you should check it. No, there was another one that he kept saying. Every time he made a mistake, I was like, well, that's not right. But that was the one before. That was the first one. Wait for it was the first one. The most recent one was. In my world it is. And that's what he would tell me every time he plays a wrong note or made a mistake about, but in my world it's right, it is. Before it was like every time he's trying to prepare and wait for it, I'm going to give you the right thing, wait for it. Why does my student have a catchphrase? Alright, so, but that's awesome though. I love the fact that my students do have catchphrases and they're very, very smart and intelligent people. Alright, so we have one more performer. I guess that's the last thing on the menu before mine. So I guess there's not a lot not a lot left, but we'll keep going right now. My heart will go on. That's Samay. So yay! Before I finish with the last song, I just wanted to say a couple of things with the way we teach voice lessons. Is, a lot of the students know that because I would end up having them stay on a song for months at a time. I remember Sunday's first song was four months of singing the same song, but this one was faster, right? This one only was less than a month, right? Less than a month. See, we're making progress. So the time does shrink. But no, I like to be really meticulous about things and really be nitpicky and try to do things like that. But yeah, so actually, I did want to ask you. So you've been here for a year, but taking. You've been here for a year, so and you've sang all these different songs so far, but and then everyone kept saying, you keep saying Celine Dion.
Yeah, I have to stop doing that. I have to do some other stuff.
So what's another song? What would be next on your list to tackle? What's something you want to tackle?
Not sure yet. Well, we talked about like when we don't cry for me, I and some songs and musical.
Yeah. So yeah, we do different things. So there's Celine Dion, there's musical theater and stuff. We want to diversify and expand. I don't want all my students coming out and sounding the exact same way, and everyone sounds the same. But I don't think you do. So I think you all have your own unique voices, and that's great. And that's what I want. I want to bring out your unique voices. All right. So I will end this concert with a song of mine, and I don't know if anyone here has ever heard this song. I've sang it a couple of times before for a live audience, but it's been a while since I've sang this one. It's one of my favorite originals, and that's one thing I want to encourage especially my voice students, Chelsea and Vivian and Samay and Thais, and even my piano students too, to write your own things, write your own music. It's just write and get your own voices heard. That's the best way to develop your own voice. So I encourage you all to write your own music, and I'm doing that. I'm trying to get my stuff recorded. I'm starting to record my album this year, so I've started that whole process. And by the end of the year, I should have something completely down and done. It's a long process. I just keep getting distracted by everything else, the school and everything. All right, so but here's the last song. It's called "When the Stars Are Out." I need some water. You're talking too much.
Turn your gaze
under an hour, so yay, we made it. All right, thank you so much for being here. And so next month we still have our second Sunday. It'll be faculty, and we'll have a few other guest artists here. And then in April we'll have more students performing again. So either remember to watch us online or come here, whatever you prefer. And also check out all of our other programs and all that stuff. We have wonderful stuff. And if you want to learn more about the Hall acting workshop, this is the best time to talk to April about that workshop. So anyways, thank you so much. Yay! Good job.